A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Here, Evie, you don't know what it's like talking to a bird with your beauty and intellect. It does something to a fella. Look at me. Just take a look at me. A year ago, I didn't know me elbow from me arse. Just simply anyone. Go and ask anyone. They'll tell you I was greener than the grass. Ooh, what a mess I was. Yes, I confess I was. Like a burbling bloody baby at the font. You don't know the half of it. But now I just laugh at it. 'Cause now I know exactly what I want. I want to be rich, with money to burn. 1,000 a week, say, would do me a turn. I'd keep it in onces, in case of a slump. I'd have stacks and stacks and the income tax could take a running jump. I'd have all me suits made, a dozen a time. I'd buy all the best shares, provided they climb. Give me half a chance and a small advance, me fingers itch to make me dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich.
Fares, please. Move along. Fares, please.
Evie, I want to talk to ya. Look at me. A quick butcher's look at me. A year ago, I didn't know a cockle from a whelp. Can you imagine it? I mean, just imagine it. Fancy not knowing a cockle from a whelp. Well, one's a sort of a winkle and the other one's a sort of a...
Winkle.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, what a nit I was. Yes, I admit I was. Like a soppy, fluffy puppy with a ball. And then without reason or rhyme, I was chatting this bird at the time. I heard a sort of voice within me call. I want to be rich and have a big house.
Big deal.
With hundreds of acres and pheasants and grouse.
Sounds fair.
An American car, as long as the street. And the local birds will be lost for words, I'll knock them off their feet. Here, Jules, watch where you're going. I want to be famous and be in the news. Go out with a film star whenever I choose. Give me half a chance to lead a dance with some rich bitch, and I'll be dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich.
He wants to be rich and money to burn. 1,000 a week, say, would do him a turn. He'd keep it in onces, in case of a slump. He'd have stacks and stacks and the income tax could take a running jump. He'd have all his suits made, a dozen at a time. He'd buy all the best shares, provided they climb. Give him half a chance and a small advance with fingers itch to make him dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich.
I want to be rich and mix with the knobs and sit in the best seats with all the snobs. I may go to Ascot and take in the scene. In me grey top hat and me spats, and that'll be company for the Queen. I want to go travelling to Cannes and Capri. The French Riviera is my cup of tea. Give me half a chance in the south of France to make my pitch. And I'll be dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking. I can hear the lolly cheeking, lots of birds and lots of drinking. That's if I know what you're thinking. Dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich.
Attention, please. The Virgin now struggling on platform 2 is for patting, petting, kissing and cuddling, but will stop short at anything approaching sin, desire, lust and all stations to immorality.
You want to bet? I'll lay you 10 to 1.
My
My mother said I never should play with the young men in the wood. If I did, she would say, naughty little girl to disobey. Stop it! I'm a typically English rosebud, born of typically English stock, with a typically Anglo-Saxon family tree.
You can tell, can't you?
I received my education in a typically English way at a typically English girls' academy.
I went to Brixton Boys' School myself.
I played typically English tennis at a typically English club with a typically English feeling for fair play. I eat typically English crumpets with my typically English tea at the end of every typically English day.
That's funny. We eat fish and chips.
Father is a typically English colonel.
Oh, you can see him, can't you?
Home is a typically English county town.
Somewhere near Aldershot.
Mummy and I play typically English patience while that typically English rain is pouring down. We've a typically English bulldog who likes typically English walks past the typically English trees upon the heath.
Take your time, Rover.
And if anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I am fed up to my typically English teeth.
My mother said I never should play with the girlies in the wood. If I did, she would say they'll only end up in the family way.
When I go to typically English dances, Mummy gives me typically sound advice. How to cope with typically coarse advances, though I've got to confess I find them rather nice. Stay there in the typically English summer. We take typically English trips in a typically seaside place with Auntie Maud. And if anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I have never been so Pygmalion bored. And if anyone asks me how I like this typically English life, I have never been... Oh!
Here is a special announcement. There was an accident in a bed-sitting room off the Brompton Road late last night, when a 17-year-old girl was involved in a head-on collision with a 25-year-old T-boy and received injuries from which her typically English family may never recover. Will anyone who saw the accident or can give any information please keep it to themselves?
When a typically English rosebud is in typically English bloom and her typically English petals open wide, when her typically English perfume reaches typically English bees, and what follows is really most undignified.
My mother said I never should play with the girlies in the wood. If I did, she would say they'll only end up in the most undignified, somewhat magnified, slightly stupefied, maybe multiplied, quite unqualified, none too sanctified. highly satisfied way. I've been trapped, lumbered. I've been lumbered. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, and I don't L-I-K-E it one small bit. I'm too young to be a father. There are lots of things I'd rather be, like working down a coal PIT pit, when I ought to be completely unencumbered. I've been forced to buy a ring and say amen. Amen. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered. I'm completely C-H-O-K-E-D choked. Bang go all my lovely visions. I've been forced to make decisions. Wish I had a quid for every fag I've smoked. When I think of all the birds with whom I've slumbered, now I'll only ever see them now and then.
At the weekends and whenever the wife's not about.
I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. If I ever get my hands upon the idiot who wrote, "Into every life a little rain must fall," I shall take his book of poems and I'll stuff them up his throat. 'Cause it seems to me as though I get it all. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, and the idea doesn't please me very much. I was not prepared for marriage. I would catch a boat for marriage, but I don't speak any D-U-C-H Dutch.
You don't spell Dutch like that.
Oh, how do you spell it?
D-U-T-S-H.
And to think that 50 years ago the working class could neither read nor write. Oh, it gets you in the art, doesn't it? Though I know it's true, a bachelor's days are numbered, I think I should have the choice of saying when. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered, but I'm never gonna get lumbered again. I've been L-U-M-B-E-R-E-D lumbered. It's enough to drive a fella M-A-D. I am scarcely past my childhood. I still play the games of childhood. I'm still playing mums and dads, as you can see. When I think of all the chicks with whom I've rumbered, for the wedding march I'm lumbered with a hen. I've been quite unduly, well and truly lumbered, but do you mind? But I'm never gonna get lumbered again. Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a mountain, least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build a heaven, and I know damn well if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, heaven will be waiting there.
Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, only I'm gonna try. Yeah.
When I've built that heaven, as I will someday, and the Lord sends Gabriel to take me away. Want a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build a heaven, and I know damn well if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, heaven will be waiting there.
Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, only I'm gonna try.
With a fine young son to take my place, there'll be a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace.
Attention, please! Trans-Soviet Airways wish to announce the arrival of flight NIT from East Berlin, where a convention of party bricklayers has been cementing good-walled relations with West Berlin.
My mother said I never should mix with subversive reactionary elements in the war. If I did, she would say, you'll only end up as a decadent, subservient, Western imperialistic political puppet one day. I'm a glorious Russian comrade, born on glorious Russian soil. I was part of my glorious parents' 5-year plan. I eat glorious Russian salad that's imported from the West and drink glorious Russian vodka when I can. Hey! I've got 14 glorious brothers down a glorious Russian mine. I've got 15 glorious sisters and a cat. And a lot of us live together in such glorious Russian bliss, in a glorious Soviet Russian two-room flat. Hey! Father is a glorious Russian dustman. Mother drives a glorious Russian train. Grandma drives a lorry, though she's 94. And Grandpa doesn't give a Russian damn. got glorious Russian heroes up in glorious Russian space, and the glorious Russian uses someday soon. We'll live happily ever after on the vast collective one, somewhere on the glorious Soviet Russian moon. Aye! Aye!
The fatherland said, I never should play mit anyone in the wood. That would only mean disgrace. We never end up as the master race. I'm a typischer deutscher Fräulein, born of typischer deutscher stock. Mean a typischer deutscher Fräuleins point of view. I eat typischer deutscher Sauerkraut und trink typischer deutscher Bier und mein typischer deutscher Tag so drinkt it too. I love typischer deutscher music played by typischer deutscher bands as we dance in dieser typischer deutscher mood. I love the songs of Schubert und the melodies of Brahms. Deutschland über alles ist my favorite tune. Vater ist ein typischer deutscher Doktor, but he was a general in the war. He still keeps his uniform in the cupboard, just in case we should see the day he's waiting for. They are typische deutsche people. They have typische deutsche ways und a typische deutsche outlook on the world. Und on Adolf Hitler's birthday, in our sentimental way, how we love to see our dear old flag on burn. Happy birthday, dear Adolf.
There's no place like home. There's no place like.
When God created man, some several years ago, he smiled upon his handiwork, but little did he know. And Adam with no madam was a certainty to grieve. But when the good Lord tumbled it, he lumbered him with it. When Adam looked at Eve, and she looked back at him, why don't you let them talk, my lord, said some bright cherubim. So God gave them the power of speech that makes a man a prince. And women, I regret to say, have not stopped talking since.
Very funny.
Oh, why aren't you laughing?
You don't realise what it's like.
Oh, no.
When you go off to work and leave me on my own to script and save and work and slave and spend the day alone, you never think of calling me to ask how I am. You always say you're busy, but you just don't give a damn. When you go off abroad to Paris and to Rome, I wonder what the business is that you can't do at home. It's no use telling me that I would never understand. I bet you anything you like, it's something underhand.
voice is a symphony of love. When she speaks, I hear violins from above. My wife's voice is a melody from the sweetest nightingale's throat. My wife's voice is a symphony, and I hate every bloody note. My wife's voice is a symphony of love.
Think of calling me
When she speaks, I hear violins from above. My wife's voice is a melody from the sweetest nightingale's throat.
busy, but you just don't give a damn. You just don't give a damn.
And I hate every
Anything you want
bloody
is
note.
something under
My wife's voice is a symphony.
Miss Jeannie Romaine.
I'm an all-American female from an all-American... I'm an all-American female from an... I'm an all-American female from an all-American town. I'm from all-American Main Street, USA. I eat all-American popcorn and chew all-American gum, which is why I talk this all-American way. Oh, I watch all-American movies half the all-American night on my all-American television screen. And like all American females, I've an all-American dream to become an all-American movie queen. My all-American papa comes from Poland. He came here from Warsaw with my mom. Now she lives alone because my papa is an 18-carat all-American bum. I get all-American goosebumps when they play the Stars and Stripes. I'm an all-American niece of Uncle Sam. And I think that Mr. Eisenhower is absolutely swell.
Kennedy.
Oh, I think that Mr. Kennedy is absolutely swell. What a lucky all-American girl I am. I consider myself very lucky to be a citizen of the United States of America. And what is more, I support the Fifth Amendment. Whatever it is. Rah, rah, America! Geez, what a bum audience.
Just once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, one wonderful moment, when fate takes his hand. And this is the moment, my once in a lifetime. when I can explore a new and exciting land. For once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. For this is my moment. My destiny calls me. And though it may be just once in my lifetime, I'm gonna do great things. For this is my moment. My destiny calls me. And though it may be just once in my lifetime, I'm gonna do great things.
Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. Vote for little chap. For little chap.
Fellow citizens, our speaker for tonight is the opportunist candidate for this constituency, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, chickadee boobarb, yak, yak, yak. Mumbo Jumbo, red, white and blue barb, poor Britannia's on her back. Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, nothing new barb, cha cha cha. Mumbo Jumbo, Castro's Cubarb, I think someone's gone too far. Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, voulez-vous barb avec moi. Mumbo Jumbo, entre nous barb, Brigitte Bardot, ooh la la.
Ladies of the Book of the Month Guild, it is my pleasure to introduce the opportunist candidate for this constituency, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, has Red China got the bomb? Very soon know if it's true barb, we'll be blown to kingdom come.
You got a bomb, we got a bomb, all God's children got a bomb.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, give the Democrats more cash. Helps the nation, stops inflation. How's your father? Wall Street crash.
We wanna be rich and money to burn.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, prostitute barb off the streets. We will fight them on the beaches, but we'll lose between the sheets.
Fellow members of the Motor Scooter Association, I'd like you to meet the opportunist candidate, Mr. Little Chap.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, common market, can't go wrong. Wash day Monday, send your undies, Chinese laundry in Hong Kong.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, Hong Kong.
Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, give South Africans their rights. Coloured people are free to barb, though not quite as free as whites. Mumbo Jumbo, rhubarb, rhubarb, up your flubarb, Liberty Hall. And dear friends, if I'm elected,
Yes? Yes?
I'm all right, Jack. Screw you all. What kind of fool am I who never fell in love? It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell. What kind of clown am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away the mask of play and live my life? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I'll know what kind of fool I am. What kind of lips are these that lied with every kiss, that whispered empty words of love, that left me alone like this? What kind of eyes are these that could not see what could be seen by everybody else but me? What kind of clown am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away the mask of play and live my life?